You're listening to The Swingdom, the champion podcast of the year. 2 guys, 28 clubs, 0 putts given, with your hosts, Ben Ridner and Gunnar Kane.
Welcome, citizens of the Swingdom. I'm your host, Ben. I'm a 10.4 handicap. I play some Cobra clubs. I'm here with my best golfing buddy, Gunnar. He's a 5.1 handicap. 4.9?
I don't know.
You're like a 5.2. You're a low fives handicap. I'm on my way there. He's got Titleist, some Cobras in the bag, and it's sweater weather for him.
Oh, it's chilly.
It's
gone and done the winter thing.
People, it did that 2 days ago, and then today it was just like, I've got my t-shirt on, I'm feeling good, a little chill. Like I've got I'm wearing like a fleece jacket just so that people don't think I'm crazy, but I'm actually quite warm in it.
That's good.
Yeah. So this is the Swingdom. Welcome to the Swingdom, guys. Welcome, citizens of the Swingdom. If you have not taken your driving test yet, go ahead, take your driving test. If you feel like sending us any emails, any questions, any concerns, please do that. We're the Swingdom. We talk about everything that is golf under the sun.
You would think.
Yeah.
Nice beard you got going on there.
It's getting there. It's like winter beard. I'm debating whether to like trim it here or just let it go like savage beardedness.
It's fluffy.
Yeah. But yeah, this week was the RSM Classic.
It sure was.
It was indeed.
It was the RSM Classic.
So you remember how last week I was complaining about how like they just need to chuck money at these things?
Yep.
Like they just need to get players there.
This is exactly why.
This is why. This was the RSM Classic. They played it in Georgia, St. Simon's Island, the Sea Island Golf Club. They played 2 different courses. I now know why they play 2 different courses, because there's not enough light to get everybody around one course in time. Whatever. Exactly. That's how I feel about it.
I don't like that it's 2 different courses with 2 different pars.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Before we really get into it, this week we've got news. We're going to be talking about the results of the RSM Classic, our results, and what we're doing in golf, what we're not doing in golf this week, what we're trying to do in golf this week, what's happening this week, stuff like that. You got any news?
I don't.
Okay, I was just saying there's not a whole lot of news. The news that I have is that Tiger and his son Charlie are going to be playing in the father-son tournament. Is it the AT? It's not the AT&T. It's something.
It's the it is that. It is the thing.
Yeah. So you've got Tiger and his son Charlie. That's the big news. You've got Annika Sorensen, who I always like to watch play golf. She's playing with her dad, who's in his 80s.
The PNC Challenge.
The PNC Challenge. Thank you. I was going to call it the PNC Bank Art Center, but that's like close to home. That's the you know how like you have Jiffy Lube Live?
Yes.
That's like the amphitheater in Monmouth County was called PNC Art Center. So, keeping it local, keeping it alive. How's the weather where you are?
Cold, wet, rainy, windy.
Are you sure you're not in England?
I might be. Let me check my compass here.
Yep.
No, in the U.S.
So the PNC Bank Art Center Challenge, the PNC Challenge. You've also got John Daly and Little John Daly.
Mm-hmm.
Bernard Langer.
Bernard Langer.
And his son.
Junior Langer.
Yeah, I'm surprised like Phil's not in on these things. I know he's got daughters, but do they not play golf?
They must not, but I also think they're pretty young. I know Charlie's young, obviously, but, Charlie's the next big thing in junior golf, so.
Oh, is he really?
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
He might be. Who knows? Who knows, really? It's really tough to say that you're the next big thing in junior golf.
Yeah.
When you get afforded all the privileges that some of these junior golfers get.
Yeah.
This is a touchy subject for me, as you know, but because I have a junior golfer, right?
You do, yes. Golfer. I mean, you have a son who happens to be a junior and play golf.
I have a junior player in my house, and I'm not Tiger Woods, so I cannot give my child. Shocking, I know, but I can't give my child. My son does not have a TrackMan or access to the finest courses on the planet type
Yeah.
of deal, or unlimited lessons.
Yeah.
Like Charlie Woods was out. They did this thing. Oh, he's been winning his golf tournaments at his home club. Well, no joke, because he probably gets lessons 3-4 times a week from a top ranked junior coach on.
What's
in the
his
world.
home club? What's his home club?
I don't know. It's somewhere in.
Is it
somewhere in
Innisbrook?
Jupiter.
Is it
Florida.
is it Eastlake? Is it a course where they hold a PGA tournament every year? Yes.
Yes. Tiger Woods, I'm finding it right now. Keep talking because
I just don't think I get it and I understand it. I think this is more to keep Tiger in the game than it is anything else.
It's medalist.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That is medalist. Yeah.
Just some Muni in Florida, right?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Exactly. Oh my. Okay.
Tell me you're the next. It's like little John Daly, right?
Yeah.
Come on. You telling me this kid's pure talent? Yeah, maybe.
Probably.
You telling me Charlie Woods is pure talent? Maybe.
Maybe.
But
are you saying they don't have the genes for it?
I'm saying they've got the cash for it. And we all know this is a cash handler's game.
I mean, yes and no. I mean, like Tiger made it without being super rich. John Daly made it without being super rich.
Yeah, but just because your dad's the best player to ever live doesn't mean you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
I bet Gavin would do a good job at the PNC Father-Son Challenge. I wouldn't.
No. You'd probably do okay.
I'd probably do okay.
I mean, I know like there are a few people out there where like their kids sort of like it is. A lot of them just go out there for fun. You want some stupid news?
Yeah.
Dustin Johnson almost went with a longer driver for the Masters.
No.
Luckily, he didn't.
This 48-inch driver thing is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I
think Phil Mickelson almost went with a longer driver for the Masters and then did it. He probably should have.
He probably should have.
Yeah.
What if Phil Mickelson's woes were because his driver was too short?
I prefer a shorter driver. Me personally, like I've got like my Cobra is a much shorter driver. I've got my other driver coming in on Wednesday from the States. My Cleveland Classic Tour 320 cc extra light, smash it 300 yards and yell in your face inaugural Instagram post.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's coming soon.
I'm just saying. Phil Mickelson is a weird guy, right? So
yeah.
What if
I don't know if he's a weird guy. I think he's just a fun guy.
No, he's a weird guy.
What about your light?
I don't know. We're having a tough time with the video here. I never know which one it is that I'm pulling out.
There goes your microphone.
There we go.
Okay.
You can hear me now.
I can hear you now, but can I see you? No one knows. Look, I don't care. I mean, Bryson got handled at the Masters. He handled the USGA championship, but he got handled at the Masters. Everybody's going for distance. Distance is going to be the next thing they talk about. What I want to talk about is that the RSM Classic. I mean, can we just get to this thing? This is going to be the shortest Swingdom podcast in the history of podcasts.
That's true.
I watched the playoff. This was resort style golf in Sea Island, Georgia.
Yep.
The courses looked in great shape because they should be, because it's Georgia in November.
Right.
But everything was still Masters talk, Masters chatter.
Masters.
Yes. Yeah. Hold. Let me see if I
We
can.
did have the RSM Classic.
Do you have
Would you like me to
anything
write
on
this
these? Do
down
you have
on the-
anything on these rounds?
All right. So after
Do we do a
round
read?
one,
Do we normally do a
I'm
read?
going to give you typically, but we haven't even hit the time marker to do a read.
I know we're 10 minutes in. We haven't even. I just want to go home. I just don't want to watch this anymore. What's the next
This
tournament?
was tough, right? This was the Mayakoba Golf Resort Classic.
Isn't
Open.
the hero soon?
Might be. I'll tell you what I got.
I've got the Hero World
Hold
Challenges
tight.
next.
The Mayakoba must be the side by side.
Oh, okay,
Because
yeah.
I have. Because I write down the PGA Tour schedule, and the Hero World Classic isn't a PGA Tour event.
It's just a Tiger event.
It's the Tiger Woods event. Tiger Woods / motorcycle event.
I want one of those
Mayakoba Golf
motorcycles.
Classic, QBE Shootout, Century Tournament of Champions, and then we get to the start of the season, the Sony Open in Hawaii.
Yeah.
All right. Let me break this down.
Please.
Round one, your top 5 leaders. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Camilo Villegas.
Yes.
Boom. Shot
He's the
64.
top.
Also,
He's all
Matt
top
Wallace
5
shot a
leaders.
64. Yeah, for round one.
I was gonna say the guys I noticed on the top 5 players on round one, top 8 players on round one, all played the green course.
Seaside.
Yes, the
Yeah,
seaside
course.
course. I'm like, one was green and one was yellow. Let's be honest. Let's be 1,000% honest. I'm still hungover from the Masters.
Yep.
Like,
100%.
I wish there was something more interesting to talk about than the RSM Classic. I feel bad for these guys because I know these guys are actually trying to play some golf and we're just sitting here heckling them. But
yeah. Well,
yeah, the Mayakoba is December 3rd through the 6th.
mm-hmm.
So that is next weekend. That's not this weekend.
Yes. The next PGA Tour event then is the Mayakoba.
Yeah.
So the Hero is next. Yeah, so anyways, after round one, leaders are Camilo Villegas, Matt Wallace, both shooting a 64.
Mhm.
Robert Streb shooting a 65, along with Patton Kazire and Rory Sabatini. In round two,
there is nothing. The Hero World
Nothing.
Challenge is also the 3rd through the 6th, so we get Thanksgiving off.
we get Thanksgiving off.
Is Thanksgiving this
Happy
week?
Thanksgiving. Yes.
Cool.
You have to are you celebrating anything for Thanksgiving?
Well, I think we're gonna do a traditional Thanksgiving dinner for my mother-in-law and our bubble, just because they've never had it before. I just like scaring everybody with candied yams. They don't understand candied yams.
Is it like Treason Day?
I call it like everybody's like, oh no, like you shouldn't. It's it shouldn't be called Thanksgiving, and I'm like, no, like in England they call it Good Riddance Day.
Good Riddance Day.
Just good riddance.
Yeah, if it was Good Riddance, they wouldn't have started a war.
July 4th is just like, we get it, go. That's what.
No.
That's July 4th
you can't
is.
rewrite history, England. You attacked us.
You taxed us without representing us.
Yeah, and that's unacceptable.
Yeah, I've been to Williamsburg. I know how this goes.
Yeah, it's not okay.
No. Well, it is now.
Yeah, now it's okay.
Yep.
We're cool. Truce. All right, so your scoring leaders for round two were Joel Dahlman. We've seen a lot of Joel Dahlman.
Yeah.
Robert Streb. No wonder.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew Naismith, Bronson Burgoon.
Boo.
Boo, Bronson Burgoon.
Giving a dirty
Yelled at
look
a
to the
baby.
hammer.
Gave a dirty look to a baby. That's not acceptable. And Brian Stewart, surprisingly, all on the Seaside course. So, is this something?
I mean, you
to
were
be
right. You said
said?
the Seaside course was going to play easier than the Island course.
Yes, the island course. Well, what I was just going to say was even with being 2 strokes higher in par.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that maybe this is the universe telling the PGA Tour, or at least this golf course, maybe you shouldn't name it the Plantation Course
Yes.
because it's not on the top of the leaderboard.
No.
All right, your scoring leaders for round 3. Andrew Landry, Zach.
Well, first of all, let's talk about how
Yeah.
many of our guys made the cut.
3 of our 6 made the cut. I have 2 of them. You have 1.
Yes.
I do want to get to that, though. I do want to get to that. But so after round 3, Andrew Landry, Zach Johnson, Emiliano Grillo, Kevin Kisner, and Corey Connors. All great names. All great names. And in round 4, to break it down.
I really wanted to see Zach Johnson do it after round 3.
Yeah. Your scoring leaders. Now, these aren't the overall leaders.
Mostly because he played in the Masters.
I bet. Cameron Tringali, Harris English, Kevin Kisner, Burnt Weisberger,
Yeah.
and Henrik Stenson.
Did you see Harris English's scorecard on the front 9?
On round 4?
Yeah.
I can look at it.
Look at it.
I am looking at it.
Look at it.
Wowzers.
Yeah.
Wowzers.
It's like par, birdie, 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 bogey, par, birdie. It's like 6 or 7 under.
Good night.
Shoots like a 29 on the front.
That is something. Good for him.
Yeah. Man of the people right there, shooting that low on the front 9.
Man of the people, right. All right. And so we get Robert Streb
Yes.
and Kevin Kisner
Yes.
in a playoff.
In a playoff.
It goes 3.
Because they're tied.
Because they're tied, sure.
Streb
It
has a
goes
putt on
3.
18 for birdie. He's got about a 10-foot putt. He leaves it short and right. And so it goes into a playoff. They par the first hole, which is 18.
Mm-hmm.
Then they play 18 again. Streb nearly drains it from like 106 yards out.
Mm-hmm.
Like over the left edge of the cup. Kisner puts it in the right-hand rough, and he's got to chip it in for birdie to tie and go on. He shoots it way past. He's going for it. He doesn't get good contact. And that's it.
That's it. Robert
That's it.
Streb. Robert Streb. So I like this playoff, and I'll tell you why. Because our prop bets, I had the winner did not play in the Masters, and your prop bet was exactly the opposite.
Yeah.
The winner did play in the Masters. Well, I love this playoff. Why? Because Robert Streb did not play in the Masters.
Say that again?
And Kevin Kisner did. So it came down to a
Masters,
down
not
to
Masters, final death playoff.
yeah, sudden death.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's Robert Streb wins the RSM Classic in a playoff. Fun fact, this is Robert Streb's second PGA Tour victory.
Mm-hmm.
He won the RSM Classic, I believe, in 2014, 2015.
Yeah.
In a playoff.
I think Kisner won the RSM. I want to say there's a few guys in this have won the RSM before. Again,
Yeah, I'm saying Streb's first win was this tournament.
You want to hear this for news?
No, you're blowing over the fact that my guy won.
I just want to do the news for 1 second. You ready?
I'm ready.
RSM, the leading global audit, tax, and consulting network focused on the middle market, has announced global revenues of $5.74 billion for 2019.
You think they could spare 10 mil to get players?
I think 5.74 million. I mean, yeah. I mean, what's the difference between 5.74 billion and 5.64 billion? Actually, it was only a $4 million. So 5.75 billion. Oh, I'm sorry. And make that 5.73736 billion.
Yeah. Not much.
No.
Not much difference.
You still round that up to 7.74.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Just pay him to play.
Just pay him to play, yeah.
No, but this is great. This is a great victory for Robert Streb. I would like to point out that Robert Streb is sponsored by Empower Financial, which is also the title sponsor of the Broncos Stadium.
Ooh.
So, go Broncos.
Yes.
Robert Streb, go Broncos.
Yes.
Good
connection?
Great connection.
Great connection.
Great connection. All right, you want to get down to our picks?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry to do this to you. I had Webb Simpson, Doc Redmond, Tyrrell Hatton. This is the first time my boy Doc did not hold up his end of the bargain.
He did not make the cut for you.
I know. This is the first time, which tells you how good of a player he is.
Yeah.
So I had Webb Simpson, Doc Redmond, Tyrrell Hatton. Doc misses the cut. Webb Simpson finishes tied 37, and Tyrrell Hatton finishes tied 23. Like we already said, Robert Streb won. He did not play in the Masters, so I hit on my prop bet for a bonus of 250 points.
Yep.
Ben had Sung J M, Tommy Fleetwood, and Sebastian Munoz. Sung J M and Munoz both missed the cut. Sad. Tommy Fleetwood finishes
sad. Nobody's making bonus points though.
I made bonus points. Well, yeah.
None of the players made us bonus points.
No, but what has happened is I am now in the lead. I told you I was coming back. I'm now in the lead by 300 points. Thank you, prop bets. Thank you for letting
Good on you.
Good on me.
Good on you.
So that was great. Look, so my question is, because Sung J M misses the cut, Sebastian Munoz misses the cut, Tommy Fleetwood does not play very well. Tyrrell Hatton admittedly doesn't play very well. These players who played in the Masters didn't play very well. And is there a Masters hangover for them as well? There is talking about golf for us, but were we wrong to pick?
Yes.
That's, what is that, ASMR with Ben Ritter?
I'm trying. I don't want to yell because I'm afraid all of our hangovers are going to hurt our headaches.
Just scratch the microphone.
Mm-hmm.
All right. My question is it wrong to pick? Is it wrong to bet on a player who played in the major the week before?
No, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, the thing is we pick the guys who we think are going to do the best in that moment. Like the reason I picked my guys is one, like in the same reason you picked Doc Red, like you pick your guys, is they do good in the tournaments they're in always.
Yes.
Like especially like this year.
Yeah, Doc's never let me down.
I think it's twofold. I think one is yes. There's like I think it was Sung J M's first Masters.
Mm-hmm.
So he was gonna have some hangoverness. Tommy Fleetwood, he's only played in I think 3 or 4 Masters. Look, like I think it depends on how you handle it, but there's nothing like the Masters. There's nothing like, you know, I get that it was fanless, but it's the biggest event in our sport.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes a lot out of us, and we just watch it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how these guys do it in, day out, you know, in just normal events. But then when you have the Masters and you've got all of the spectacle and everything that you want to see as a player and everything that's going on, like, yeah, I imagine there's a hangover. I think a lot of these guys just saw this as sort of like, hey, it's, 2 hours away. It could be some easy money. Mm-hmm. Let's go see what happens. You know what I mean? It only costs them $100 to enter the tournament. And if they make the cut, they're making like $5,000 to $10,000.
Yeah, they're not out that much money, especially since it's in the same state. It's just down the road.
Yeah.
I've driven 2 hours for a golf course.
Yeah.
So
Me too. So I'm not like I think there's a bit of a hangover. I think more than that, I think you sort of like prep for the Masters to be super, super, super hard.
Mhm.
And I think it's like the difference between like playing RTJ, which is like our local PGA course.
Yeah.
Like imagine playing RTJ like 4 days in a row,
Mm.
and then the next day going and playing Rapidan.
I hear that.
Like not in a mean way to Rapidan or like South Wales or like any sort or Meadow Farms. Like I'm not trying to be mean to any of those courses, but like you get so used to you spend a week on 15 stimp greens.
Mm-hmm.
You like your body. It takes your body a few days to get back to 11 and 12 stimp,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I think it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I think at some point they're sort of like, oh well, I can get away with being a bit further off the fairway. Let me try to hammer it, and you know it was still a fairway and greens course,
Right. Right.
even though the fairways were huge.
Fairways were big.
So yeah, I don't think it's as much to do with the hangover as I think it's just got to do with the difference in course when you're moving over, when you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I also imagine another thing is that like at the Masters, all of your reps are there.
Right.
Like your manager's there. Like if you're Tommy Fleetwood, your manager, agents, like any friends or family members who want to go to the Masters are trying to get tickets off you. So like they're there to party a little bit. The entire Nike crew's going to be there. Like TaylorMade, like whoever your club fitters are going to be there. Like you are schmoozing with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think you go to the RSM and they're like, oh, it's just a pro golfer. We don't care. Go away.
Right.
Because that's sort of, you know what I mean? It's like everybody gets this week off for Thanksgiving, but like I know at the Hero World Challenge, like everybody lines up for Tiger. So you sort of like you get lost in the. It's like, oh, hey, there's Gunner. No, we'll get Gunner's autograph some other time. Let's go see if we can find Tiger.
I wish I would walk around and somebody would be like, "Oh, that's just a pro golfer over there. No big deal."
No big deal.
No big deal. I wish, like, if you included pro golfer in my name.
Have you ever made money playing golf?
No.
I did once.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shop credit? That's
No.
different.
Straight cash. Yeah.
I've never done straight cash.
I got straight cash. I went to a golf course, and it was $18 to play the golf course, and I gave him a 20. He gave me change for a 50. I didn't realize it till I got home.
Till you got the change. And
I was like, this doesn't feel like $2. I got home, it was like $22, $32. I was like, what is this? I am now a professional golfer. I made $32 today playing golf.
That's it.
That's how you do it.
I think it's like $5,000 a year, or you have to go pro.
That's it? $5,000?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Yeah.
So is that the RSM Classic?
Because I know a high school player can only make $2,000 until he or she has to lose their amateur status, and they can't play on the high school teams. Very weird.
Who's paying him $2,000 anyway? Is that basically because like that's what a set of good clubs is?
Yeah. So they're like, you have to buy them on your own.
Yeah.
Somebody gives them to you. It's a gift, and you can't receive a gift. You can't receive gifts that accumulate to $2,000. So, yeah, I'm on the hook for all of Gavin's golf tournaments, or he can't play in high school in 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really tough. And they keep track of that stuff.
Yeah.
They will find out. They
better not listen to this podcast.
Uh-oh. Hey-oh. All right, that's the RSM Classic. Congratulations, Robert Streb, on your second victory at the RSM Classic. Thanks for playing. Have a great week off.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, this is the first time I've been like, oh, it's a bummer. It's not the winner. It's not Robert Strebb's fault. Streb, you're my guy. Come
No,
on.
I mean, if you're going to win like 800,000 and get a year or two on tour, like,
That's it.
yes,
That's what I'm
bravo.
looking for.
Good
Yeah.
on you. No, and it's not Robert Streb. Like, I think the thing is like there was no story all weekend.
Right.
Like the story, like normally there's like a story like, oh, Jason Day's coming back from an injury. Like, let's see what he does. Like, they're just like, the story was like, who's going to win? And why do we care?
Okay. Yeah.
I was just sort of like, well, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, that's all right.
Robert
All right.
Streb, if you win again, I will eat my words. I will apologize to you. Well, I shouldn't have to because I like that you won. I loved your shot on the second playoff hole. That was phenomenal. I think you deserve this win. I think you played well enough to win it. I don't think anybody else played as good as you this week except almost Kevin Kisner. And look, it wasn't video game golf. It was, you know what it looked like? It looked like a club championship at a very expensive golf course.
It really did, didn't it?
You know what I mean? Like a
Yeah.
member pro.
Yeah,
You're like-
exactly like a member pro.
I was sitting there and I'm like, oh, I wonder if Doc Redman is like a member of this course and he just happens to be playing with like Tringali, who's his pro this week.
It did look like that.
Yeah. Oh,
All right.
Sebastian Munoz. That's really nice of him to bring Kevin Kisner to this tournament.
That's right. All righty.
So that's what it looked like. We've got to do a read and then we'll talk about some stuff.
Yeah.
It's time for us to put down our bag and hear from our sponsors.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Swingdom. We're doing a giveaway. We're giving away a Magic Golf Club from the Masters when we hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, when we hit 7,000 subscribers on Instagram. It is a vintage finish, 56 degree Cobra Mim Masters Edition wedge.
Yeah.
Don't play it. Don't open it. Hang it up on your wall. Sell it on for more money. Whatever it is you want to do. Do your thing. It's what you want to do. So don't forget, you can subscribe to the YouTube, subscribe to the Instagram, leave a comment with the other three in your foursome, like, follow us on Twitch, and use the invite code GOLF on Hot Mic.
Yeah. And speaking of Instagram, shout out to Parkside Barbershop in Richmond for showing us a ton of love.
They need to show me more love. I need a haircut.
Show us you do. I don't know if they're gonna fly out to you to give you one, but
My follicles are getting aggressive.
nothing like aggressive follicles.
I've
you
got
know?
aggressive follicles, Parkside Barbershop. You hook me up. You hook me up with a haircut and I'll pay for it. And if you can't hear that, go check out Beltone Hearing Aid Centers of New Jersey, +1 732-888-9000. They will help you with all of your hearing aid needs, give you a free hearing test when you use the code word golf. 2 reads in 1?
Golf.
3 reads. And if you are enjoying the podcast, which I know all of you are since you seem to be repeat customers, check us out on Twitch and on YouTube Live. Me and Cousin Adam have been doing loads of live streaming of the Skytrack.
Mm-hmm.
And the YouTube's about to go bonkers. We're getting in a bunch of stuff from the States. So check out our other platforms. And while you're checking out platforms, go to Apple iTunes, rate, review us.
Please.
We're not giving out free things anymore because nobody did it.
No.
But if somebody had, we would have. So that'll teach you a lesson. When we say it, you get on that.
Well, we did. We sent out some stuff.
Did we send out some free stuff
Mm-hmm.
to people who commented?
Yeah.
Who?
I forgot what we sent out. Oh, we sent out Bridgestone balls. You remember?
Oh, yeah,
Sent out the
yeah,
Tiger
yeah.
Woods Bridgestone balls.
But that was a while ago. I meant 2 weeks ago when I said I'd get you a hoodie or something.
Oh, you did, didn't you?
Socks. And nobody.
Nobody.
I was going to do it just so I can get myself some socks.
I might just go get the socks.
Do it. Ready? You ready for another read?
Yeah.
Boop, boop, beep, boop, 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 boop.
And now to your hosts, Ben Ridner and Gunnar Kane.
Trying to keep it lively in here with those reads. Wow, I'm so glad we pre-record those. What's going on, Gunnar?
Nothing much.
What are you doing for? What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Having the family over.
I'm not allowed to because everybody's on lockdown for Thanksgiving in England.
Luckily, we all get regularly COVID tested in our households, so
Yeah.
we are good to go.
That's awesome. So yeah, so are we? Do you want to record a podcast? Should we just take a week off for Thanksgiving? Record next Wednesday for the Hero Mallorca challenge, Mayakoba.
And the Hero Mallorca.
It's Hero.
Yeah,
I know they're playing in Albany. What's the course called?
Mayakoba?
Mayakoba. I said that right. Yeah.
Yeah, Mallorca.
Yep. I am. Guess what I'm going to be doing?
What?
I am going to be playing loads of golf on the simulator, on the Simultron. In the Swingdom. I'm getting my stuff in from the States, so I'll be able to build my Simultron back up to its beautiful, lovely status.
Yeah, you're also gonna defend your nationality all week.
Yeah. I will wear a blue coat.
Ha! Got him.
Yeah.
Take
On
that.
holiday? Something like that? I don't know.
On a holiday.
I'm going to eat turkey. I'm going to make real stuffing. I'm going to make people eat, like, candied things.
Yeah.
Because they're like, we don't eat sweet stuff and savory stuff at the same time.
That's not true. Of course they do.
I'm like,
Don't let them lie to you.
I'm like, how have you not had maple bacon?
Yeah, you know they have.
They're like, what's maple bacon?
Yeah, they're all liars.
Yeah. Of course they are. Of course they are. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to try to play as many golf courses as I can, try to beg some early Christmas presents out of people in my household.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this is a 40-minute short episode. This is a short episode.
I got to tell you, before we go, you'd be very proud of me.
I am proud. I'm always proud of you.
Thank you, Ben. I went out and played golf.
Did you?
I went out and played.
Where'd you go?
Schoolhouse 9, shout out, free plug, always.
Shout out, free
Great
plug,
place.
yep. What'd you shoot?
So I shot a 2-over, even, 2-over, 4-over, 2-over. Played 5 rounds, so we played 45 holes.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It was. I almost had 2 aces on the same hole. You'd be very impressed. Spun it back.
Which hole?
One of the holes. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Down the hill?
No. That's the one after. The 4. It has the slope and then the landing, and the hole was at the bottom.
Oh, I like
Hold
that
it
hole.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how close were you?
I was 2 feet on that one, and then
2 feet's not close.
It was coming though. It was.
Oh, okay.
It was coming down the hill. That's why it's close.
Yeah.
That's why it's close, because it was coming down the hill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was neat. Stop shaking your head.
Did you birdie it?
I did. And
Good.
then
Okay.
The next time I did get within 6 inches.
Yeah. I was say the only time I almost aced hole number 2 there.
Yeah.
And you know how like it goes like it's a big half pipe.
Yeah.
And then there's that ledge over the bunker.
The pin was on the top.
Yeah. Were you there for that?
I might have been.
And I was like, I was inches away. I was like, where's this wind? Where is it now?
Blow it in.
Yeah. But all of our golf courses are still closed for another 2 weeks.
No good.
Or week and a half.
Week and a half for now.
There's not a whole lot I can do about it. Just sort of, enjoying my time, doing my things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try, like I said, really appreciate if you would follow on the Twitch and on the YouTube Live, because we're just having fun playing some golf.
Yeah.
I might, design a golf course that Gunnar plays regularly and then try to beat him.
Do it.
Because I can design my own golf courses.
Do it.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. I might do Schoolhouse 9.
I heard it takes a long time to build golf courses.
It might, but, I'm in lockdown.
You got the time.
If anybody's got the time, it's me. That was sarcasm.
You have all the time.
That was so much sarcasm. Yeah. You know what, guys? If you're enjoying the Swingdom, go take your driving test. Go send us some emails. Complain about our tactics. How we lacked the respect to watch all of the RSM Classic.
We disrespected the RSM.
You know what? The PGA disrespected us, and then we disrespected the Classic.
Yeah, we should just disrespect the PGA.
It's just hard when you're like, they're like, oh, that was close. That was on the par 3 ninth, and you're like looking, and you're like the ninth is a par 5 on. Oh, they're on the other course.
Mm-hmm.
Especially on Thursday and Friday with like 170 people, because all you ever do is get the birdie bogeys.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this guy's going to make a birdie. And it's like, oh, this guy's going to make a bogey.
Ooh. You'll speaking of disrespecting the PGA.
Yeah.
It was myself. I played. Gavin played. And friend of the show, Thomas, played.
Yeah.
I wore sweatpants.
Nice.
Speaking of disrespecting the PGA.
Yeah.
Gavin wore joggers and a hoodie.
What?
Got him. Take that. Let the kids play.
This is what I don't get, right? You have John Daly out there in his prime chugging Coors Lights and smoking cigarettes. And they're like, no, that's perfectly acceptable. We love his mullet, but we cannot have you wearing a hooded sweatshirt.
It's ridiculous. Get out of town.
People are all fired up about Hoodie Gate.
Hoodie Gate is something.
You think it's going to go away? You think it's only going to get weirder?
No, I think we're wearing hoodies now. I think that's it.
I'm
looking for a hoodie shirt. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to go get the Adidas one.
The Swingdom makes a hoodie.
A hoodie shirt?
It's on our Swagdom page.
No, I know a hoodie, like a jack. I'm talking about a T-shirt with a hood attached. That's all it is. It's just a T-shirt with a hood. It's very thin. It's very thin.
Oh, is it long sleeve or short sleeve?
Just long sleeve.
Oh, yeah. I think we can get this made up.
Yeah.
And we'll do like a hashtag Hoodie Gate on the back or something.
I'll disrespect the PGA all day on that.
Yeah.
All day. No respect. All right. Let's get out of here.
Can we go now?
This is terrible.
You've been listening to The Swingdom. Remember, we're just two guys, 28 clubs, 0 putts given.
We're only as good as the content that is provided for us.
That's true. If any global market ever takes a look at this, they'd be like, why do they even talk about golf? They hate it so much.
Fair enough.